Josh, what's the reason that Marvel's Eternals sucks?
Because nobody asked for this.
I'm Joe.
I'm Josh.
You've got questions?
Yo, feeling grounded.
Welcome to Feeling Grounded with your hosts, Josh and Joe.
All right, Joe. How you doing, man?
I'm feeling great, man. I was sick yesterday, but that is well behind me. I'm feeling 99% great today.
99%. Nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
99%. That 1% is always. We always feel a little bit of 1% bad, do we not?
Yeah, I think so. You can't be completely fulfilled. That's
Completely
kind of the
pure.
nature of humanity. Maybe, I don't know. Well, how you doing, Joe? Let's do some happy crappies. Let's just dive right in. I'm feeling good today. Let's just dive right in.
Let's dive into the happy. Okay, so it was my birthday week this week. So it was a great day when that happened. I don't know how everybody knew it was my birthday because I'm not the type of guy to tell everyone because I kind of want to see, like, it's almost like a challenge. Who's gonna know? And how will they know, you know? It's a little game I play. But I don't know how everybody knew, but they knew. What else did I do on my birthday? I bought a guitar course because my guitar teacher a couple years ago had passed away, unfortunately. And, you know, I just took it upon myself to learn a little bit more and the why as far as theory goes. And then what did I do? I watched Dune. I found Dune on HBO.
Nice.
So the new one. But I fell asleep 20 minutes in. So it goes. Because, I did start at like 9:30 at night. And, you know, when you're turning in your late 20s, it's you kind of need that rest and recuperation. It is daylight savings time ending, by the way. So turn them clocks back, you dingus.
Yeah, it was nuts. No, that's cool. I'm watching Dune tonight in the theaters.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
So I'll finish Dune tonight.
Yeah, and we can talk about it. Yeah. So I'm going with Father Sean, so it'll be fun.
Love it. Let me know how it is.
Yeah, definitely. So my happy, I had a nice week. I got a lot done around the house. Did a lot of stuff with in the studio. I ate very well. The beginning of the week was difficult. After post Halloween, I had the surge of bad dietary decisions. But then I picked myself back up, which is abnormal for me. Normally, I just fall and stay down and kind of just throw in the towel. But
You're not knocked out yet.
Yeah, exactly. So I stayed through, and I've been eating really well, and I lost the weight that I had gained. And it wasn't weight, like it was like just because I ate a lot of food, so it was just in my belly. And then as the days went by, it just kind of worked its way out, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So then now I'm stable and good again.
Good, man.
But yeah, and I had a lot of good workouts, and you know, it's just the similar stuff to last week. Just I'm really very
What
happy.
is this? It's Noom, right?
Yeah, Noom. Yeah,
Noom.
definitely.
Okay, I've been getting a lot of notifications about that.
Yeah, it's really it's great. I would suggest it to everybody. It's really really great.
Cool. What's your crappy? Because I kind of got an idea.
So pretty much that.
Okay.
The Monday, the bad eating, was kind of a crappy. But honestly, other than that, I didn't really have too much of a crappy. Mm-hmm. Our heat isn't working, which is annoying, still. But it hasn't been too cold in the house.
No.
But
fall is the time and spring is the time to like get that in order before we get excess hot, excess cold. So I think you're in a good spot. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna call somebody this week. I've called like 5 people, but I keep getting voicemails. But it's okay. Yeah. What did you think my crappy was?
I was thinking it would be the meals.
Yeah, it was the meals. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. My crappy would be I was sick yesterday. Basically last night 2 nights ago into the morning yesterday. It was just a cold. No, not what you think it is. You know, the unspecified virus of unknown origin. I saw a football game a couple nights ago. But I'm feeling much better now. You know, I knocked it out with, a shower and some ibuprofen, had to miss a get together with church, which sucked most of all, but couldn't be helped.
Yeah, I feel that. It's the season. Everyone's getting colds now. That's what's really neat with Claire's job. She deals with sick people, and she found that COVID is like not even a thing anymore. It's just all colds right now. Everybody's getting a cold.
Well,
Or the unspecified virus of unknown origin. That's what I meant.
Our immune system is just it's crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Probably not for Claire's sake, because she's been working. She's been out in the open.
Yeah. That's good.
The future is inevitable, but let's travel back in time.
All right.
All right, timeline.
So this is November 10th, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So mine, I'm going to go first. Mine is be pretty quick. Just a quick little thing.
Yep.
So November 10th, 2010, Alan Menken. You know who Alan Menken is, Joe?
Rings a bell.
He is a Disney composer. He received the 2,442nd star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, I love me a good film score, Joseph.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm a big fan of film music and composers for film.
Right.
And he is famous for all the Disney ones that he did. It's like the Hercules soundtrack, the Little Mermaid soundtrack, Pocahontas, Beauty and the Beast, like a lot like the big ones.
Right. My first movie ever in theaters was Hercules, the 1997 film.
Nice.
First movie I ever saw in theaters, but my first movie I ever saw was another Disney one, on regular TV, was Toy Story. Watched it every single day.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. What's your favorite film score, Josh? Doesn't have to be, of course, Disney.
Oh my gosh. I would say either Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, or Gladiator.
Mine would be Lord of the Rings Fellowship, or probably Empire.
Nice.
No, not even. As much of a bad film as Phantom Menace is, objectively, that film score is probably the GOAT.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I was watching that with my parents yesterday.
Nice.
Actually, no, 2 nights ago. I got home just in time for the Darth Maul fight.
Nice. Nostalgia to the max.
All right, my timeline. November 10th, 1978. So Dan White kills Harvey Milk and San Francisco Mayor George Moscow. The trial, he claimed that it was due to depression because of a junk food diet, sugary drinks. Crazy, right?
Okay.
Depression due to your crappy diet. But what it was called was the Twinkie defense.
Oh my gosh.
He was only convicted, actually, surprisingly enough, for voluntary manslaughter and instead of first-degree murder, oddly enough. He was sentenced to 7 years, served 5 years, and then was paroled, but he committed suicide about 2 years later. So there you go.
Just a bad
I think,
story.
yeah, the film that I recommend, which actually shows Dan White, I think that Josh Brolin plays him. It's the movie Milk with Sean Penn, James Franco.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I had never seen it, but I had looked in my research beforehand. I'll give it a look. See.
Yeah, I love Josh Brolin. I've loved everything he's ever done. Like he's such a good actor.
He's in the movie Dune, which you're gonna see tonight.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's the only memory I have of the movie before falling asleep.
Very nice. All right, well, look at that.
He says to Oscar Isaac, Oscar Isaac tells Josh Brolin, smile. And then Josh Brolin said, I am smiling. And I said, I'm falling asleep. Not really. It was good so far. It was just bad timing to watch a movie
exactly.
That's a slow burn.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Entertainment. Where's the entertainment, guys?
Entertainment.
Okay.
So entertainment. What was just released on November 5th was Marvel's newest movie, Eternals. Eternals is about a race of immortal beings with superhuman powers. They lived on Earth for thousands of years, but they reunite for some reason. It's not like the Marvel Cinematic Universe had its problems with villains. Mm-hmm. We won't get into that, but they reunite to battle the evil deviants. Josh, did you know anything about the plot before I just said that right now?
I knew a little bit. Yeah, because just from watching like the future. I watched this video about like talking about like the future of the MCU and discussing about deviance and kind of jumping into that realm.
Yeah.
Which it kind of went over my head because it's starting to get into territory that's like, whoa, it's like greater than what you can comprehend, like outside of the universe and like powers that be. And
are we even prepared for this?
I don't know,
because we
not
had
really.
we had something so good, and it was not exactly grounded. It was still space related. Like, it seems cookie cutter, like we should have. This is the next stage,
Right.
but should we have this right now?
Right.
Should we be at this plot stage right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
It's
so.
very grand. It's very grand.
Definitely.
So as it stands right now, at the time of this being filmed, Eternal sits at 48% on Rotten Tomatoes with critic scores. Apparently 84% of the audience score. I think it's at 81 right now. It's going down.
Right.
And it's over 2.5 hours for a film. If done right, it's good with a length like that, but it can feel like 4 hours if done bad, which is the case with this one, so I've heard.
Yeah. I went through and kind of like read up a lot of the critique and kind of watched some videos on it. So I understand.
This
Obviously, I
is
haven't seen it, and I'm not going to see it.
Not
I
going
refuse-
to, yeah.
refuse
I
to
will
watch
probably
this.
watch it on cable, or maybe I'll pirate it. I don't know. But it's the lowest ranked film since Thor 2,
That's right. Yeah.
which was at 66% for critics. 66 down to 48. That's a big
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah. Well, and Thor: The Dark World, that surprised me
Yeah.
because I thought that was a pretty good movie, but
Yeah. It was actually on TV a couple of days ago. I liked
yeah.
some parts of it. I mean, it ain't no Thor 1 or Ragnarok.
Yeah, but so with the Eternals, I'm like, it's probably bad to say, but I'm happy that this is bombing.
Why do you say that?
I just am. I think they kind of try to cater too much to the social issues that
Sure.
it kind of destroyed the whole concept of the story. And then I think from what I've watched and witnessed my own, just the fact that they have so many characters,
Yep.
I think it's like whenever they have a movie with so many actors and so many characters, it's hard to flesh them all out completely and to give them the arc that they deserve and to like have the characters, like have the audience care about them.
It's
And so-
10 to 15 new characters.
Yeah, which was a little too ambitious, I think.
Yeah. So, like you said about the issues that they address in this movie, which kind of take a little bit more of a front seat compared to the actual plot. It's interesting. So they touch upon stuff like climate crisis, mental health, and sexuality. These are subjects that could be good to debate and discuss on a certain level in your art / your movies, but it can turn people off easily because people go to movies to escape reality. That's what made Marvel movies popular, which makes sci-fi, like that whole platform, popular, to escape real life issues. Touch upon it a little bit, sure, but it should take a back burner in the wake of the plot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And we kind of felt this with Captain Marvel too. And you would have hoped that like they would have realized that the people watching these movies are not interested in this. They don't want to be slapped in the face with these agendas and pushing this culture that we are not.
Yeah.
really
Whether
in
they
agreement
agree
with.
with it or not,
Right.
it turns off a significant amount of the sci-fi goer.
Right, because then it becomes propaganda as opposed to story.
Sure.
With like beautiful fleshed out characters with like their being true to their story and the backstories.
It makes for paper thin characters and paper thin story.
Yeah, and it destroys it.
I read, oddly enough, because none of us like BuzzFeed, but I read a BuzzFeed News review, and they condemned a lot of the things I'm saying right now, like as far as the social issues go. They said it tried to cover a lot of ground with these real world topics, and but at the same time, none of the topics that I mentioned before are given adequate attention. So they touch upon it a little bit, like sprinkle it on here and there, but they never give it like the front seat attention that could make it into a good plot, so to speak, which equals, a lot of these Hollywood studios do this. You know what I mean? They don't fully commit to their messages or their agenda because the audiences they try to pander to, they want all parties to like it, particularly China.
Right.
They put it in, but they can easily take it out, so they get that China money, that they get that Middle East money, which it was just banned in the Middle East.
That's right.
Yeah, just so now a lot of their money will be gone. Beauty and the Beast did that. They had LeFou with like, is he bi or is he gay or something like that, or is he not? But they easily took out that stuff when it came to the China market. Same with Star Wars. They had the two women kiss, but they easily took that out for China. Oddly enough, it's almost like do they care about the message?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's all about. I mean, it's all about money. They know that this is a cultural issue that is popular, so they want to push things, and then they go to a culture that it's unpopular, and then they remove it. It's like, what the heck are you trying to do? Like, it just shows the what's the word? How
Hypocrisy?
like phony and how disingenuous all of these things are.
Yeah.
And so it's just proving that they're just money grubbing businesses that are just trying to push concepts to look nice to the public, wherever it is.
And it's sad because who do you put your trust? You can't put your trust in these big media and big corporations and everything like that. The power is really
everything. Like,
yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
I wonder sometimes like if like Walt Disney was still alive, like how he would feel about like the current status of the media.
His company. Yeah.
Because I mean, he was big on business and he understood the concept of making money and he abused people and all that stuff too. But
sure,
I think trying to shove this societal agenda, I think he wouldn't have approved of. That's hard.
Fair enough. Would we know? Yeah. But back to your point about the characters. Yeah, developing 15 characters in 2.5 hours. It's just loads of exposition dumps too, which is what I heard about this movie. And another thing, lastly, that I will point out before we wrap up, their serious tone, but it also is mixed with a lot of lighthearted tone changes, and they happen quick. Like, they don't know what to commit to as far as their tone for the movie. Like, they're half doing it, half baking it.
Right. Yeah. So I think that it seems to me that like the whole tone of this movie was just not understood or like not done the way that it should have been.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hopefully Disney takes this and learns something from it, and maybe we'll realize that the people who are consuming the content want something greater and better.
Because when they make good art, and it's been few and far between, they can deliver, hopefully. Hopefully it's not too far gone at this point, but I think when they deliver, they can deliver with a slam dunk.
Right. Yeah, I think so. All right, man.
Okay, so what we want you all to do right now is subscribe to Feeling Grounded Podcast and like this video. Share this video also to any prospective person that you think might enjoy this content. Also, become a patron. On Patreon, you guys will be able to see exclusive content that Josh and I genuinely love to put out there. We love to have you guys see us react to certain things. Also, follow us at Feeling Grounded Podcast. That's at Feeling Grounded Podcast. We put extra content on there that you guys will see for free, of course. Josh, also, I want to say that you are looking mighty awesome today. It's so great to be with you and to expand on this podcast and bond as a result of that. Just want to shout out and...
yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Same to you.
Yeah.
This has been fun. It's been a fun trip.
Also, we want you guys to make sure that you comment. Leave some comments or questions because that will help boost us in the algorithm in the wake of you guys subscribing, because comments... boost us also in the algorithm. All right. You got questions?
You're feeling grounded.